Love you. Gotta get this. Love me the best way you can.
Johnny.
No. We shouldn't. From the first minute I saw you, I never had any doubts that I was the right person for you. And I thought that you never had any doubts either. Until now. Because if you love me without question, you could sit down at a table and have lunch with anyone without fear.
James and Marseille dated off and on over the next few years. Marseille had a third daughter with another boyfriend, and James had 2 sons with another woman. Then, 2 events changed James and Marseille's lives. In 1995, a probation violation put James behind bars.
Through the time he was in prison, Marseille and James was close contact. After he got out, he started actually trying to do better.
Meanwhile, Marseille was dealing with a tragedy of her own. Her mother and her daughter Caitlin died in a house fire. And the disaster almost claimed the life of her eldest daughter as well.
Shayna attempted to ride a bicycle out from where she lived to go be with her grandma and her sister.
The suicide attempt earned 6-year-old Shayna a brief stay in a mental hospital.
From that age on, Shayna was...
You're terrible, Cindy.
Jimmy, isn't it a cartoon, buddy?
And then Patty Duke was trying to give a clue, and she went to repeat it, and instead of saying the clue, she actually said the answer.
Testimony.
Both star contestants are screwing up, and furniture is flying, and wigs are coming off. Those are the moments in television that you dream of. Rip is a fun guy, and a wig became just another tool for him to make wacky physical comedy with.
They go $13, shot. Super Password ran from 84 to 89. But before that, there was Password Plus, where celebrity guests like Betty White and Dick Martin kept everyone laughing.
On Password Plus, you had to give a one-word clue in the hopes of getting a one-word answer.
Non-blush.
Italian.
You can't give derivatives, you can't give sound-alikes.
France.
French.
All right, yes. That was an illegal clue, Mr. Martin. France is an illegal clue? Or French it is. Portugal.
What happened from there on out created a downward spiral for Tom Kennedy trying to get the game back on track to A, explain what Dick had done wrong, and then to try and continue the game.
Someone told me my answer was inadmissible. Hey, Dick, I'm sorry. You cannot use France for French. You can't do that, not on this show. Oh, no, that's... we go on another show.
Tom Kennedy got so sidetracked that he didn't know what to do, and Dick Martin just kept throwing these snide little remarks out at him.
I've known you all these years. The first time you asked me to hold.
But when it really degenerated into hilarity is when Betty White was trying to get her contestants to say the word head, and she said,
Hate. Chopped liver.
What did she say? That was the third.
Yes, I would have known that hate means head, because I'm incredibly old, but most people wouldn't. They would have thought hate was like pate, sachet, chanté.
what we see is what really happened. It was never edited. And it really, I think, was the longest blooper in the history of TV game shows. History of TV game shows.
Amazingly, the show keeps going. $1 Million Password, hosted by Regis Philbin, premiered in primetime in 2008. When a show that hot, why not? Coming up, the Family Feud answer that drove Richard Dawson to tears. And do you remember what the magic poster was? See if you're right when Playback 80s game shows continue.
But first, which 80s sitcom featured 3 different game shows? Was it A, Mama's Family, B, 227, C, Full House, or D, Golden Girls? The answer is coming up.
And I would just say this, like I said earlier, sometimes you gotta think with your head, right? But you also need to think with your gut. What's your gut tell you? You're on the couch, football's about to kick off. But that movie you love is about to start.
Look at him, he actually put down the remote.
Here we go.
Football start.
No, I can't wait.
Look at... I've never seen you put the remote down before.
I got it.
Right, hard to watch.
And so now, here it is, right? This moment is about to start. Your choice. 15-inch or the 73? 15, right? Forget thin, thick, this, that. 50 or 73. Both great picture, both low high def, both pure digital, both 3D. 50-inch for $2 grand, 73-inch for $500. I bought a Mitsubishi because when my wife and I sat down and discussed it intellectually, there was just no getting around the fact that this day was more of what we wanted, more affordably, more elegantly, more comprehensively. You know, if we were sitting here saying, look, it's not the highest high def, it doesn't have 3D, it's not the latest model, but at least you get a big screen and support. Then you gotta start to wait and see what's better than that. But that's not the case.
And here's why I think this is all very important. And this is what... The thing is, it would be hard to solder together. But I know that there are different jewelers that can do different things with these pieces. So maybe if you check with your jeweler, it may be able to be resized, but I don't think this stainless steel is resizable because I think you would see it seam. But I don't know, maybe. Think about it. It's something that you can maybe look up online. I don't think that they can be resized. I know that tungsten obviously can't be resized, and titanium obviously can't be resized because those metals must be in a vacuum sealed area. But maybe stainless steel, I don't know.